Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Some Mo Gaming. These are always a momentous occasion. We have got another anime in minutes video. Attack on Titan in 58 minutes. I think the last one that we did a reaction to was One Piece in 140 minutes, I think. I'm really looking forward to checking this out because obviously Attack on Titan has ended. It'd be cool to see, you know, as a recap, a comedic approach on it. So here we go, Attack on Titan in 58 minutes. I'm really looking forward to this. Let's get into it.
囚われた屈辱は反撃の恋した女兵 Alright, let's just skip to the part that everyone cares about.
Yeah, I got yeah.
And oh, here's the main character, Eren.
Yeah, I
With his
got.
other friends, Mikasa and Armin, living in a world from these rather large carnivorous creatures called Titans. And they're secured by not one, not two, but 3 whole walls. And there's absolutely no way the Titans can come.
Oh no! Death and destruction.
We might be screwed. And oh god, no! We gotta save Mommy Jaeger! But don't fear, because Hans is here to
Run away. He's here to run away.
Well, Eren, it seems plot armor is not for everyone.
No.
But luckily for Eren and his friends, they get on this very relaxed and comfy evacuation boat with little angry Eren over here telling the world that I'm gonna kill every single one of the Titans. Which now fast forwarding a bit, we now got Eren waking up with this one key around his neck, which I'm sure has zero importance to the story.
Oh, the reveal.
And oh wow, it seems Eren and his pals joined the Survey Corps with the objective to slaughter these Titans and save humanity. Huh, seems simple enough. And here's when the very bold instructor Keith goes over the ground rules of being a scout, assuring them that every one of them will make it out of this series alive, including himself and Sasha. Which then following that, like any
This really is for people that have seen it already.
other shonen, we of course go through a training arc, learning the ins and outs of this ODM gear, eventually graduating from trainees to certified Titan Slayers. So I guess we made it, boys. Which moving forward to the next day, we now got everyone on cannon duty, with Eren standing over here all confident and shit, talking
Oh, made this moment. Yeah, Colossal
about how
Titan
he's finally in a position
incoming.
to rid the world of these Titans, on which the Colossal Titan decides to pull up behind him, like, oh, I heard you were talking some shit, and following through with a nice little glory hole where the Titans need to be trust districts. But Eren's like, don't worry, I got this. I'm the main character, and at long last, after 5 years, I can finally get my revenge.
Never mind.
Houdini? And oh god, we got
Houdini?
Titans swarming through all rows now. What are we ever gonna do? Oh yeah, that's right. Here we go. It's time to roll some Titans, baby. And I'm sure the scouts got this all in the bag because
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be no casualties whatsoever. Everything will be fine.
we went through some hard and intense training for this very moment. Don't worry, we always got the main character, Eren Yeager, stepping up to save the day.
No.
Oh, well, I think now's as good time as any to have this one flashback with Armin talking about the outside world, outside these walls, with this thing called an ocean, which I'm sure is just a myth. And oh, there goes the main character.
No. This was so epic though when you first watched it, when it was like, what is happening? This is insane.
Y'all hear something? Well, I think now is a good time as any to go over Mikasa's flashback here, with her parents just getting absolutely slaughtered. Check off tragic backstory on your bingo card, and would you look at that, by some miracle, the main character single-handedly takes care of the threats all by himself. Imagine losing to an 8-year-old like that. Well, following that, we then get the scene with Eren giving this one random scarf that he seemingly bought from the dollar store, having her go, I'm gonna treasure this for the rest of my life. Which then cutting back to the present, we now got Mikasa almost dying, but then this friendly Titan appears. And surely this is just an abnormal Titan, and this certainly cannot be Eren. What the fuck? It's Eren. And with Eren now popping out of his Titan form, he says the scouts around him like, yo, that's kind of crazy. And oh wow, apparently everyone wants him gone because he's a Titan, even going as far as firing cannons at him. But
I mean, it makes sense. Like, they're the one thing that you've been fighting against your whole life. That you got these walls to keep them out, and then there's one inside. That you know, fear.
you know, Eren, he's like, y'all some goofy motherfuckers. Pulling out that plot armor card in his back pocket and surprisingly saving himself and his Nakama. On which Eren then goes like, yo, guys, the key? And Armin over here like, yeah, guys, the key. Having everyone around standing like, shit, you right. And oh yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
Why don't you make yourself useful and use your Titan powers to patch up that damn wall? And so, here we go. Mission start. Eren
Let's
transforming into his Titan
go.
form. The scouts doing their thing, handling the minions. And for some reason, doing a little bit of tomfoolery. And would you look at that? Eren manages to successfully patch up the gaping wide hole in the wall. And what the fuck? Why is he getting locked up? What kind of disrespectful shit is this? This man gets locked up and Levi's feet gets shoved down his throat. However, that second part doesn't seem that bad. But would you look at that, Eren is now off the hook, and we are together with the Levi Special Operations Squad, contending the roster with none other than the most qualified and greatest units alive. We got Petra, Gunther, L, and Olo? What the fuck? All of which I'm sure will make it to the end of the series alive, because certainly plot armor got their back. But first off,
No.
before we head out on our mission, we of course gotta do a cleaning arc. With
Hell yeah, I got the Funko Pop.
our head made Captain Levi looking all caked up, running the whole operation. Which, following that very important arc, with Eren over here very dedicated to get that key to the basement so we can find out the truth about the Titans, we got him pep talking all these scrubs to join in on the mission, and for some reason they just all start backing out. Like, what the fuck? But hey,
It was like, I ain't down for this.
at least it filters out the main characters in the process. And so here we go, heading out on the mission to slay the Titans, which as they are just chilling, riding their horses across the land, boom, we got the female Titan making her dummy thick appearance.
Oh, mate.
And what's this? She spares Armin right here? That's weird. I'm sure this doesn't have to do with any of the characters we know so far.
I mean, we should have clicked on straight away, shouldn't we, really? But,
Which Armin is like, wait a minute, that must be a Titan shifter just like Eren. Having Ryan over here like, I have no idea, bro.
I don't know what you're talking
Towards
about.
the female Titan with pure and raw determination just to die. But just kidding, because by some miracle he manages to clutch up, escaping the female Titan's vice grip, retreating with Armin and Jean afterwards.
And there will be no explanation about that whatsoever.
Where they soon after encounter Krista, with Reiner over here like, yep, I'm gonna marry her for sure. As the female Titan now makes a U-turn in the opposite direction, heading directly towards Eren's squad for some apparent reason, as if she got a UAV or something. But don't worry, Eren is 100% protected because he has reinforcements to back him up.
Down, down, dead. Everyone dead.
Well,
Everyone
that's
out.
fine, because we always have a backup plan, and that is this trap that is 100% guaranteed to work. On any day that's not today. And oh god! Huh. I wonder where the Titan orgy is at. And oh god, with a bunch of regular Titans charging in, it seems the female Titan manages to make her escape. And it seems Armin's hypothesis was correct, and that there's indeed an imposter among us. Bro, it's 2024. I gotta stop this shit. And so
I love this guy, man. He's so good.
cutting back to Eren and his squad of highly qualified and indestructible individuals. I mean, they're labeled the Special Operations Squad. Boom! There goes the female Titan making her return and rolling Gunther here, which is a damn shame because this dude only had like 10 minutes of screen time. And oh dear, here's when the female Titan transforms into the female Titan, preparing to take Eren's booty cheeks. However, we know how
Aaron's booty cheek.
great Levi's certified Special Operations Squad is, completely dominating the female Titan, having the upper hand. What just happened here? God
Everyone's
damn it, Isayama.
dead.
Yes, the main character's turn to step up where, oh, the main character takes an L? Well, that wasn't a part of the script. But no fear, because Eren's Pookie Bear is here, just absolutely tearing the female Titan apart. And Levi's like, yo, you know I'm an Ackerman too. Let me in this bitch. Just burning that with studio budget, giving everyone a bone.
Ackerman Beyblades, go!
And saving Eren as a result. Upon regrouping with everyone, we just find the majority of the scouts laying on the ground taking naps under blankets. Like, I don't know why they're fucking slacking like this. So you know what? Why don't we just play a fun little minigame where we roll them to the Titans as we now make our way back to the walls. With the scouts all more than happy to be back, and moving forward to a few hours later, we now got Eren along with his select few gathered around to talk business. And they're like, yeah, I think we gotta do something about that female Titan. And oh yeah, it's Annie. And all we gotta do to capture her is bait her right here. Having Eren like, that should be easy. And so moving forward to the following morning, as Annie is going about her day, Armin pulls up on her on some non-sketchy shit and taking her on a nice casual walk around the city to this very trustworthy underground passage, on which Eren goes, "Quit."
It's just, you look at it and just be like, suspicious as fuck.
The One Piece is down here, having her think this is all laughing matter. And they're really making it look like the Colossal just transformed. And oh god, it seems Eren, Mikasa, and Armin are making a run for it, wondering as to how the fuck their plan didn't work. But Eren's like, don't worry, I got this. I have Titan powers too. But it seems to be a glitch at the moment. Having Mikasa over here like,
This doesn't happen all the time, I swear.
don't make me peg you. And with Eren like, not again, he gets to work, just
Not
putting
again.
that work on Annie, and playing this very intense game of Tom and Jerry, just squashing random civilians left and right, adding on to the death
It is
counter.
pretty- I
Honestly, I'm
forgot,
sure
yeah,
the
it
counter
does
isn't
get
anywhere
pretty
over like
nasty
20,
in
but
it,
going
doesn't
back
it?
to the grand escape of Annie, just climbing her way out of this situation, having Mikasa pull up like, no, going
You ain't
slash
going
on those hot dog
nowhere.
fingers, making Annie fall to her demise, and Anna's like, finally, come in daddy's mouth. But she's like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna sleep in this cocoon for the next 5 seasons. And unfortunately, no one has a diamond pickaxe to break her out. So
I mean, you could technically say that because of how many parts the last part was in.
her ass in storage for the time being. And what's that? A Titan inside the wall?
Mate, and then how many years did we wait after that?
I'm sure that's not that big of a plot point. Which now brings us to season 2. And oh well, it's we now cut away to these 3 beautiful characters just on lookout duty at Wall Rose, which this is just unnecessary because the wall was patched and there's absolutely no chance Titans can... What's that? Oh my god, the Titans are here! And why is this one built like a goddamn light bulb? But anyways, here are when the recognizable characters are told to evacuate, because their asses were strapped for this, and split up into 4 individual groups to spread the word that the Titans are here. And with these goofy-ass Titans now spreading towards them, here's when squad leader Mike tells everyone, don't worry guys, I got this all under control, heading straight into the action, allowing the others to get by. And let's just take a moment to admire Mike's flawless movement here. He's truly a prodigy at his craft, and there's absolutely no way he...
It is a shame the Beast Titan was the one that got him.
Shit. Who the fuck threw that horse? Oh, it was the Beast Titan. And
Yeah.
I guess this is what happens when you have the reaction time of a teacup. And bro, what is this motherfucker doing over here look all zesty and shit? What's this? Is this foreshadowing? Nah, I must be imagining things. Well, Ben...
God damn, alright.
Anyways, back to the scouts POV with Aaron, Mikasa, Levi, Hanj, and the holy pastor, Mick, who is being held against his own will because apparently he knows something about the Titan in the wall, but he won't speak up, no matter what circumstance he's put in. Because these believers of the church are just built different and will not spread any of the secrets, unless you're a 49 blonde girl with daddy issues. And so I guess we'll take him along as a side character for the next couple of episodes, as we now head out to check in on the Walrose crisis. And with this whole crisis happening, we got Sasha and Connie wanting to check in on their hometowns, with Sasha finding hers empty, outside this one girl, and her mother getting eaten out by this Titan. But Sasha's like, don't worry, I got this, pounding the absolute shit out of this nape, and doing no damage. Which has her saying, fuck it, you're on your own, taking this one girl and dipping. But of course, things just can't be as simple as just escaping, because that would be boring. And so we now got that one Titan chasing after them, looking very hungry. But Sasha's like, you know what, I think it's time I pop off here with this bow and arrow. Just absolutely flexing them archery skills.
She was so cool. She was so freaking cool.
Oh wow, they managed to get away. Meanwhile, now cutting over to Connie's POV, he finally arrives back home, where he then finds this one Titan laying on his house, and honestly, I would smack. But upon taking a deeper look into this Titan, the Titan verbally welcoming him home, Connie's like, wait a minute. Never mind, I'm sure it's not my mom. And so here's when night strikes, and all the scouts investigating the wall found no holes or breaches anywhere, having them all really confuzzled on where the Titans came from. But they're like, it's probably not that big of a deal. And so upon spending a night at this very nice, calm, and peaceful castle, oh god, we're under attack! Where did these Titans come from? But this isn't an issue for the Sorbet Corps, and they 100% got this in the back. Oh, and now it seems we're playing Call of Duty Zombies in the castle with these Titans popping in left and right. But don't fear, because Reiner's boyfriend is here to save the day. Which of course, we all know teamwork makes the dream work, as they decimate this one Titan. And just as things are now looking peaceful, peekaboo, another Titan emerges, having Reiner say, I got this, going God mode, because he simply just can't look bad in front of Krista. And oh wow, he eliminates the threat. And
hell yeah.
efforts are paying off. And surely by the end of the series, this ship will be successful. Oh yeah, the Titans. Who's gonna handle that? Having Ymir like, alright, I guess it's my turn to use Wit Studios' budget. Hopping off, and Nani, she was a Titan this entire time? And Krista's like, yo, I thought we were besties. Why did you tell me this shit? While Reiner and Bertel are like, what the fuck? A Titan shifter? Well, that's news to us. So going back to the battlefield, we got Ymir doing nothing but tearing these scrubby Titans up, chucking these small little bricks at them, and oh.
That's not looking
I
good.
think she might be in a little bit of dilemma here. And oh god, not best girl! Oh, just kidding. False alarm, guys. Plot armor prevails, and this pretty much guarantees that all the characters here can never die. And so upon Krista and Ymir getting saved, here's where Krista decides to reveal her real name, Historia. And apparently she's a part of this whole royal family thing. I'm sure that's not all that big of a plot point.
I love all these bits when it's like it's huge. It's like, I'm sure that's not going to be important down the line.
So moving forward, it seems we got everyone back to the walls, all safe and sound, where Hans confirms that there were 0 breaches in the wall, and the Titans seemingly appeared out of thin air, having everyone like, I'm sure we can leave that for another day. Which as everyone is heading towards the Trust District, here's when Reiner
oh my god, this moment.
decides to have a nice conversation with our main character, and decides to be a typical manga reader, just absolutely spoiling Aaron's shit, talking about how he's the armored Titan and Bertel is the Colossal, and that they're here on a mission to capture him. And unfortunately for Mikasa, she ends up getting caught in the crossfire of the spoilers, having both her and Aaron just standing there absolutely perplexed. But Aaron is like, surely this is just a prank, right? Outright just calling out Reiner's silly little bluff, and is anyone gonna get that? And what? Reiner wasn't trolling this entire time? Even having his boyfriend over here in the corner going, Yarundana, Irma, Kokoda. We already know Mikasa's ahead of the game, going bang, bop, and oh god, I'm choking on my steak.
This was so epic. It's like, what the fuck?
And we all gotta remember the important rule: Titan users cannot die when they are killed. And oh my god, it's happening. We got the Tryon Heshai Dongi. And oh wow, it seems we get this
But the nut is too good.
epic 1v1 where we get some boom, bang, bop. And oh, it seems Aaron gets completely rolled here. Wow. Well, wait, hold up. It seems he comes up with a comeback plan here. And
Hell
he's like,
yeah.
Island back in episode 3. Pulling an armbar out of his ass and crushing Reiner's head with his thick thighs. And honestly, I think Eren really has the upper hand here. And there's absolutely no way he could throw this. Unless, of course, Reiner's boyfriend drops 700 tons of Titan ass on them. Giving Reiner the opportunity to consume Eren. And I guess that concludes Attack on Titan. Thanks for watching. Rest in peace, Eren Yeager. And oh, that's not the ending. Because surprisingly enough, Reiner kept Eren alive and is now retreating upon capturing Ymir too. So I guess we now gotta go on a rescue mission for the main character. Having Mikasa over here going yandere mode, while Hans pulls up reassuring everyone, we'll get him back, guys. Don't worry. Just stay positive, and I'm sure we'll all make it out of this alive. For sure. And just look at Eren over here.
ただの人殺しだ。何の罪もない人たちを大勢殺した大量殺人鬼だ。
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's no kind of... Oh, jeez, wow. Foreshadowing?
Well, there's certainly nothing ironic about that. Given the situation, here's when Reiner goes on about how he's gonna marry Historia. And I mean, it's pretty much a confirmed ship at this point. And oh, it seems the scouts are here to save Eren. And oh, imagine losing to regular Titans. Well, anyways, this is the part where Ymir goes, yo, I gotta protect my waifu. Heading out and capturing her, followed up with retreating with Reiner and the others. And you really thought they could just retreat like that? Nah, that would just be too boring. And we now got the survey corps catching up to them. And which Mikasa pulls up on her yandere shit, cause she just can't let her husbando go like that. And of course, it wouldn't be an Attack on Titan episode without some more fighter characters dying. And oh god, they got Erwin. Oh yeah.
Mate. Oh, he loses his arm and he's just like, going! It's so cool!
Don't worry, guys. Erwin can never die. And would you look at that?
Wow.
Erwin pulls up, coming in clutch, and freeing Eren from the enemy's grasp. Which then afterwards, Mikasa swings him to safety, or so we thought it was safety, because we got that one very terrifying Titan making a reappearance, looking all sinister and shit. But don't fear, because Hans is here for a...
It looks like the, just quickly throwing it in, it looks very similar to the smiley, statue from Solo Leveling at the beginning, doesn't it?
Rightful remake. What the fuck? I thought you were better than this, Hans. Well, with Hans getting divinely eaten out, we got Eren over here going into agony, beating himself up over how useless of a protagonist he is. And wait, hold up. Let's turn this dire and very depressing moment to a very touching and romantic situation between the main heroine and protagonist. And oh, this is just so cute. But Eren's like, psych, I ain't about this lovey-dovey shit. Fisting this one Titan and unlocking the plot armor Eren always needed, allowing him to control every one of the Titans on the battlefield, sending them over on his way, allowing the scouts to successfully retreat. And of course, we cannot go out without this very epic OST that goes like la 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 kind of stuff. And oh wow, it seems we're now back home with Hanji and Connie pulling up to Eren's hospital bed, confirming that the Titans that appeared within Wall Rose happen to be residents from Connie's hometown, meaning that there's someone out there turning humans into Titans. What? And we also got Armin over here telling Eren, yo, I think you control those Titans back there. Having Eren like, sweet, maybe someday I could utilize this Titan power. Which who knows if that's a possibility. But anyways, now entering season 3 territory, dropping on us like a fallen angel. Okay, what am I? But what better way to start off a new season than another cleaning arc in this one cabin led by none other than the legend and captain himself, Levi, who's apparently dissatisfied with the results. Man, what an epic fail. And here in this cabin, we got the newly formed Special Operations Squad after, the incident. And apparently they got this one objective to hide away and protect Eren and Historia from the government, because apparently for some reason they're very important. I don't know if it has to do something with Eren being a Titan shifter and Historia having some royal blood, but I'm sure this is something that will blow over after a few days. And upon discussing a way to get Historia over to Nick so we can finally learn the secrets about the Titans inside the wall, here's when Hanj pulls up, announcing that he is indeed dead, because apparently the military police tortured him to death. So much for that plan. And after explaining all of that, this is when the new waifu to the squad, Nifa, rudely barges in, interrupting this whole meeting, giving a letter from Erwin, and telling everyone, yeah, you guys are fucked, because apparently the military police is here to raid the cabin that they just finished cleaning up. What the heck, man?
Bad timing.
But hey, at least they evacuated in time, and afterwards, they come up with a plan to move Eren and Historia to the Trost District, the very place Nick was murdered, and we all know hiding in plain sight is always the best hiding spot, and they should be able to slide in there as cleanly as a credit card, swipe it through an ass cheek. And just as they are having a nice casual stroll, appreciating the scenery, yoink, there goes Eren and Historia.
Oh my god, this was so cool, yes.
By these random
Kenny and all that stuff.
Because this was just Armin and Jean playing as their stunt doubles, thinking 20 steps ahead on some light Yagami shit. And honestly, I think Armin might make a really good femboy. And yo, what is this guy trying to do, trying to get all up in his guts? As Jean is sitting there patiently, enjoying the show, while Mikasa is standing there
enjoying it, just staring, just like, hey.
They're like, yo, can I join? And upon reporting her findings to Levi, Levi's like, yo, why the fuck are you telling me this? You're an Ackerman. Do the thing. And so she does the thing, pulling up to the scene and successfully rescuing Armin and Jean. Meanwhile, as Levi heads out to do other things with his trusty companion Nifa, and with feeling that something's really fishy out here, Levi's like, you know what would be really funny?
Don't do it. Don't.
If that one serial killer named Kenny the Ripper
Just turned up and killed you.
was behind all of this. Nifa! And no, the other dude with glasses. And oh wow, here's
No. Move forward. Oh, the other guy with glasses. No.
that legendary scene where Kenny goes, long time no see, Levi. Surrounding his shit, leading Levi to his famous one-liner, Kenny! What the fuck was that? Well, anyways, you know how this thing goes. We got Levi under some pressure against Kenny's troops called the Anti-Personnel Control Squad, which is an elite group formed by the military police to deal with the very naughty Survey Corps. And with Levi under some heat, we also got Aaron and Historia over here getting attacked by them as well. With Aaron like, don't worry, Historia, I got this. Well, shit, I think it might be GG here. Even having the poor old driver getting caught in the crossfire here. How very unfortunate. But enough of that. Let's now cut back to Levi being Levi, just shredding Wit Studios' budget once again, landing himself in this one bar where Kenny decides to play peekaboo, just to get hit by one of the meanest 180 no-scopes of the decade. But would you look at that, you would think a bullet would be enough to kill him, but apparently he's alive. Huh, how very unexpected. Which now cutting back over to Mikasa' squad. We now got them pursuing that one wagon with Aaron and Historia knocked the fuck out. And of course, we also got Levi pulling up to the scene as well and just clapping even more cheeks. But ultimately, their efforts were futile as they failed to recover Aaron and Historia, and they end up being captured by the enemy.
It was a really cool twist, wasn't it? Like, they shaked it up by, like, it was people versus people with the ODM gear and stuff, and it was like, whoa, it was a nice change up, I think.
Having them gather around the campfire, or this one lamp to discuss their next move. And now it seems they're interrogating this little bitch over here, who's apparently the head of the Reeves Company, a company that has very close ties with the military police. And with Levi having speech 100, he manages to get him on board and assisting in locating Aaron and Historia. And so one night, Demo brings his son Flagel on this one nice journey, baiting out these two interior police who apparently happen to be behind Nick's murder. And upon bringing them to this one location where the scouts are posted up, ambushing their shit, they are then brought into interrogation. Crazy how things come full circle like this. And upon interrogating them, military policeman number 2 goes like, yeah, I don't get paid enough for this shit. You don't gotta beat it out of me. It's this dude right here with the Nemo-ass eyes named Rod Reese, explaining how Historia will be his successor and that she and Aaron are most likely at his location. And oh wow, it seems their detective skills are sublime, as we find the both of them in this one room with that one very dude, looking crusty as ever. And of course, I guess now is a good time as any to go over Historia's backstory, living on this one small farm with her very loving mother, who apparently dishes her after 2 minutes into the episode. But fast forwarding a few more years, following the fall of Wall Maria, we got Rod Reese pulling up to Historia like, oh, hi, I'm your dad, by the way. And your mom right here, yeah, she gotta go. Whoopsies. And yeah, with that, here's when Rod Reese talk no jutsus Historia out of an execution, something about being an illegitimate child or something of royal blood, I don't know, man. Which now brings us back to the present with the dad of the year telling Historia that she's the only one capable of saving humanity and that she's the chosen one. And she's like, oh, anything for you, daddy. And so with this very mutual agreement, we got Rod Reese taking Historia and Aaron to this one very secret place, looking all crystally and shit, and having Aaron all chained up with a gag ball equipped, while Historia and her dad are over here like, it's story time. As we now go over Aaron's father Grace's memories and how he absolutely slaughtered the Reese family 5 years ago. Wife, kids, he did not discriminate. Everyone got battered, except this pussy over here, Rod Reese, escaping from the scene. But yeah, upon wiping out this entire family, he stole the Founding Titan, gave it to Aaron, and apparently the previous inheritor of the Founding Titan was this one girl named Frida, who apparently took care of Historia when she was a child. And she's like, ain't no way my bestie went out like that. Now holding a whole ass vendetta against Aaron, having Aaron over here like, yo, please don't peg me. But here's when Kenny pulls up, demanding that he is the one that consumes the Aaron Jaeger. But with encountering some conflict, he's like, huh, let's not be pussies now. Let's have a fair fight. Freeing Aaron from his gag ball, giving him the option to fight back. Which has Rod Reese responding to this, shivering in his boots, and telling Historia, be a good girl and stick this inside you. But with maximum disrespect, Historia decides to slap that shit away, and out of nowhere gain this unholy strength, flipping her fat ass pops built like Peter Griffin over her shoulders, and is like, don't worry, I got you, my boo-boo Aaron. Running up these steps, and oh dear, it seems she initially stuffs the key in the wrong hole. But upon freeing Aaron, you just can't forget about this OST right here. That goes, bigger, bigger, why do you hide? I will Shiva, Shiva, into the wait, what is bro doing? Oh shit, it seems the cavern is coming down, which just as this is happening, we also got the scouts pulling up upon triangulating Aaron and Historia's location, absolutely rolling the anti-personnel control squad that were posted up there as guards. Thank God, I wish that was me. And with Rod Reese deciding it was a great idea to supersize himself in this one underground cavern, sadly, Kenny's waifu ends up getting rolled here as the whole place is just crumbling down. But I think it's time we shift our focus to something more important, and we got Levi once again.
Hell yeah, take it down, Levi, go on, yeah!
Landing a juicy nice little slash on Kenny. And oh yeah, I forgot about Aaron over here, having his scout pals pull up, assisting and freeing him entirely, as they all just stand there, staring at Rod Reese's thick ass, wondering, so, What now? As Aaron is over here in the corner, going like, God damn it, why am I such a miserable failure? Where he then soon realizes this very convenient jar of Titan armor sitting right next to him. And he's like, oh wait, this could be very useful. And upon consuming this very creamy substance, looking like a fucking jar of mayo, somehow, by some miracle, he instantly has the motor skills to operate this newfound ability. And oh wow, the scouts managed to make it out alive without a single scratch. With Levi like, wait, I have a great idea. Why don't you use that ability to patch up Wall Maria? Truly a genius plan, as they are now all staring at Historia's dad like, what do we do with that? And it seems Rodriguez is heading towards the walls as they are speaking. And so upon gandering at the situation, they come up with the brilliant plan to stop him before he gets there. So upon beating Rodriguez
No way!
back to the walls, here's when Levi decides to be a very informative man, telling Historia, you know, that throne is empty now, by the way, so you better get your ass in it and slay Queen. Because apparently the royal government has been overthrown due to a little cheeky coup d'etat, and I definitely didn't leave out a bunch of details from previous episodes about the whole process of that. And upon being given this news, this has Historia over here deep in thought like, and with her father now coming into range, taking a whole ass night to do so, we got the scouts and military police all posted up to man the cannons and... Well, shit. I don't think that worked. But don't worry, it seems Aaron just came up with the grand solution. Well, shit, I don't think that worked either. And oh god, it seems he's here with some mean-ass rug burn. So bad that I don't even know if I can show this on YouTube. But the main characters are...
And it was pretty gross,
like, this is just another day in the office, getting in formation, where we got a boom, boom, and Aaron does the honors in shoving these barrels down Rodriguez's mouth, getting another kaboom right here, and now it's raining his goddamn flesh. And it's now dropping down on everyone like meteors. Which then we have the scouts going out on chopping duty, playing a nice little game of Fruit Ninja, while Historia does the honors and finishing off her dad, ending in an explosion, because explosions are cool. Which following that, we then got Historia falling straight to the ground, taking no fall damage whatsoever, and telling everyone, today I am your new queen, so respect me, bitch. Having everyone like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, cutting over to Kenny over here, because we can't forget about him. He's over here just dying, reminiscing about his waifu, as Levi now approaches him upon sniffing him out like a bloodhound, just to tell him, ooh, I don't think you look too well. On which Kenny tells him, man, fuck this shit. Take this Titan syringe, logging off. Which, moving forward past that, we now got Historia being crowned the queen, getting the respect that she deserves, and is now on top of the food chain, really showing the boss man who's boss. Which, following that, let's just casually fast forward 2 more months to our next and most very important arc, the Orphanage Farm arc, where we get a nice, relaxing slice of life segment with OMG, a new ship in the making, which unfortunately gets halted by the childhood friend. But we all know the childhood friend never wins. Right? Well, anyways, continuing this intermission period, we still got everyone enjoying themselves, and honestly, this is one of the most relaxing anime of all time, and I'm sure these peaceful times will last. But of course, this is when John decides to kill the vibe, telling Eren, yo, we need to progress the story. And with him having the founding titan, he's like, shit, let's explore my father's memories real quick. Heading over to the legend himself with the Saitama special to have a nice little tea party and discuss the lore on how Keith found Eren's dad, just chilling outside the walls, becoming his best friend, and awooga, getting married to Carla and pooping out this one baby named Eren, I think it was. And of course, we get the one flashback with Grisha passing out the torch to Eren, telling him to avenge his mother, you know how these things go, and Keith carrying Eren back to the walls, as if nothing ever happened. And there we have it, episode 1 lore explained, which we then cut back to the present with Eren all like, that was a cool story, man. Heading out with the squad with their next mission to reclaim Wall Maria and get to that goddamn basement after 50 episodes in. But of course, we can't rush that because we have to have a nice family dinner before heading out, treating themselves to the rarest of meats harvested from the highest quality of Eevees, which is the pre-evolution of Vaporeon. Which, if you didn't know, did you know in terms of male human? And oh well, we got the trio all
just random Pokemon blur
together, having a nice heart-to-heart, talking about their future, and once they accomplish getting Wall Maria back and taking care of their enemies beyond the wall, will they finally be able to return to the way things were? And honestly, I certainly think that's a possibility. Right, Eren? And here we go. The day has come to reclaim Maria, with everyone in the town cheering them on, telling the scouts, yo, y'all better not die out there. And of course, we cannot head out there without the hype man leading the squad. Marking the end of Season 3, Part 1, getting this absolutely beautiful ending theme, and I think something went wrong with the MP4. But here we go, making our way towards Wall Maria, on foot, in the dark, and man, it's really scary out here, and oh god, it's a Titan baked out of his mind. But we can ignore that, as we are now closing in on the wall, with the sun coming up. It's just a beautiful day, and I'm sure this operation will go smoothly. And so with all of them getting into formation, we got Armin over here noticing some ashes on the wall, automatically coming to the conclusion that Reiner and Bertolt are nearby, cause this man just spoiled himself watching that opening. And he then tells everyone they must be inside the walls, having everyone knocking around it, waiting for someone to answer. Meanwhile, as Eren heads towards the gaping wide hole in the exterior wall to do main character things. And oh, Aaron seals the wall. Well, that was easy, but
Cool.
peekaboo! Reiner makes his appearance,
Gotcha.
and Levi's already 20 steps ahead of him, clapping his cheeks. Well, yeah, we all gotta remember, Titan users cannot die when they are killed, because apparently Reiner transferred his consciousness to his asshole, and just as he transforms, we got the beast.
Without the actual explanation and just that's hilarious.
Titan pulling up on the
He
outskirts,
transferred his consciousness to his asshole.
spawning hundreds of Titans, and oh dear, I think we might be in a little bit of a dilemma. And with a no chill, the Beast Titan sends out his minions in attack mode to target the Scout's escape vehicles, but Erwin is like, guys, do not panic. We got this in the bag. Easy. Sending out his troops to handle the minions and giving Levi the objective to take care of the big daddy threat
take
over there.
the beast
I mean, it's
down.
motherfucking Levi. And upon sending out his troops, we then got Erwin turning his head like, yo, the fuck you looking at, bitch? As Erwin is over here like, haha, catch me if you can. And just like Annie, plays a silly little game of Tom and Jerry with them. But soon after turning around, like, just kidding, I just wanted to run it back with you, dumbass. But this time around, now utilizing his new upgrade to penetrate Reiner's armor, actually doing damage this time around. As for the scouts, Hans just came up with this incredibly epic new upgrade for the scouts called the Thunder Spear. And so
Hell
for our first
yes, the
demonstration,
Thunder Spears
we
are
got
so
Mix Seven
cool.
on showing off the power of teamwork, followed up with our second demonstration, penetrating Reiner from the back, not once, but twice, giving him back shots that I'm sure he'll never forget for the rest of his life. And I'm sure after this, Reiner is 100% dealt with, and there's absolutely no way he can recover from this. But Hans is like, he doesn't look dead enough. Reload your weapon! And it seems his boyfriend is coming in. Wow. On which the Beast Titan yeets him in, having everyone like, shit, I think we might need to evacuate, which I really think they're just overreacting, because it's just the Colossal Titan's transformation. And it seems it was just all a false alarm, with Bertolt realizing his honey buns is hurt, and he's gotta check on him. On which then brings Armin to the brilliant idea that all they gotta do is to talk things out. And so upon trying to negotiate, Bertolt is like, alright, I agree to your terms of peace, but you guys gotta die. Having Armin like, well, so much for the pacifist strat. And oh wow, it's now raining fireballs left and right, seemingly making the situation for the scouts much more dire. This is when everyone turns over to Captain Armin, the man with all the answers and wisdom, asking him, what should we do? On which has him going like, And now cutting over to Levi and his squad, we now got the Beast Titan trying to escalate the matter and doing a little trolling by chucking some pebbles at them,
Right,
absolutely
this is so
vaporizing
mad.
them,
It's like,
quite
Jesus
literally. He
Christ,
says
so
Erwin
much
like,
death.
yeah, we're fucked, ordering all of his unimportant and unvaluable troops that had less than 1 minute of screen time to charge forward as sacrifices, as the real MVP of the squad makes
Mate, this was so epic. Like, the sacrifice was mad, man. And then Levi's like, I will carry out this mission. And he keeps sticking to that throughout.
his way towards the boss battle. And so here we go! Wait, what the fuck happened to his plot armor? Well, let's forget about
Nope.
that, because we got Captain Levi! with
Let's
this cheeky little
go!
ambush that only cost him 99% of his squad. And would you look at that, he manages to secure the Beast Titan, aka some dude named Zeke, and is like, I should keep you alive, so I can use the syringe that Kenny gave me, and we can steal your ability. That should be simple enough. And something tells me all the sacrifices were for nothing. And what's
Oh.
this? We got a survivor? Who is this guy? I'm sure he's not all that important. Which, now moving forward, just look at tiny little Aaron trying to do something here, and... oh. But don't worry, because it seems Aaron's squad pulls up like, alright, now it's our time to shine. But I think this team is a little too much for them. But upon studying the Colossal Titan's activities here, he
man.
seemingly gets smaller every time he releases that heat, giving Armin a brain blast and ordering everyone to deal with Reiner, confident that he and Aaron got Bertolt. And so now cutting over to the Reiner fight POV, we got the scouts coming through, pulling this very effective, coordinated attack on him, where, oh god, Sasha! Well, I don't think we gotta worry, because she's got plot armor, and I'm sure everything will be fine. And so to wrap things up, we got Hanji Mikasa doing a combo attack, sticking this long, hard, solid rod down Reiner's throat, sending him to another dimension, and apprehending him. Meanwhile, cutting back over to Aaron and Armin, carrying out their plan to stop Bertolt in his tracks. We got Aaron over here, deciding to be a clumsy, goofy goober, slipping off the wall and snapping his neck on the way down. Which honestly, round of applause, man. Round of applause. And this left Armin to do one thing, and that is to take on this boss battle on his own, swinging in there and, oh...
This was so much. He just kept going.
Something
Oh my
tells me he's
God.
severely injured. But wait, hold up. It seems this was all a part of Keikaku, with the interior wall now sealed, and Nani, Aaron ambushing and hitting Bertolt from the back, pulling that bitch straight out. Well, that was kind of easy. Which, following that, dear God, who put the hot dog on the grill for too long? And oh, it seems the Core Titan makes a reappearance again, with Zeke over here looking to yoink Bertolt back, but with Aaron holding him hostage. This is when Zeke goes, wait, you're Aaron Yeager. We have the same dads, by the way. Before heading off, dipping for the scene, as his kryptonite...
Just random information drop there for you.
Levi makes his appearance, which soon after, we got Mikasa pulling up to check up on their status, and Aaron is like, yo, Levi, can you pass that one Titan syringe to save our boy? We could just feed him Bertolt. But this is when Flock, and one survivor from earlier, pops out of nowhere with Erwin, who's apparently still alive. And Aaron is like, so, Levi, about that Titan syringe... Well, shit, it seems we're in a little bit of a dilemma here, with Erwin being more qualified to save humanity, and that they only have one revive available, on which has Eren starving and begging over here, telling Daddy Levi that he'll do anything, bro, anything to revive his boy. However, unfortunately, his Taka no Jutsu wasn't strong enough, getting dragged away, along with Mikasa, on which we then have Bertolt waking up, getting eaten like a fruit gushers. How very unfortunate. And would you look at that, it was Armin who was revived in the end, because Erwin was like, fuck being resurrected. That shit ain't
I am done, man. I am so done.
for me. Spoken like a true legend, and I guess very well deserving of the classic. And with Armin waking up a brand new man after having Bertolt enter his body, we then talk some shit out, which I'm sure is just some dialogue that's not all that important. And oh shit, boys, we're finally heading to the basement, taking a nice trip down memory lane, reminding ourselves of the good times. And here it is, the staircase leading to the basement. And where did Eren's house go? But anyways, upon using the key
I'm getting chills just seeing this again. Like,
provided by Grisha, this shit not working. But who needs a key when you have a boot? And oh wow, look at how fascinating this secret underground basement is, man. We got a candle, a table, a chair, paper, all of which are objects. And oh my god, a spider! But upon looking further into it, we then see another keyhole within the drawers. And oh, that's where the key goes. And it seems we got these 3 journals containing some
not that you could have just like broke the table apart either as well, like, but whatever.
sort of lore and technology out of our imagination. Like, holy shit, a photograph was written on it. Grisha goes over how he's from a land outside the walls. And what? There are people living outside the walls? And oh, I think it's flashback time. Going over Grisha's childhood on this said land called Marley. And we got his sister Faye, very interested in these aircrafts. And Grisha one day was like, yo, let me just bring you to one of the landing platforms so you can get a closer look. Which has them escaping this internment camp meant to detain people of Eldian blood. And oh dear, it seems they end up getting caught by these 2 officers, resulting in Grisha's sister getting escorted back home, aka getting eaten alive by some puppies and found dead by a river. On which the officer who escorted her pulls up to Grisha's family and was like, yeah, I don't know what happened, man. And upon hearing this news, this absolutely traumatizes Grisha's mom and dad, but Grisha's dad ends up going like, oh, our bad though, and I'll be sure to subject my son to re-education immediately. Having Grisha's blood just boiling over here with nothing but murder on his mind. And so here we go, let's go over some lore, going over how 1800 years ago, the Eldian's ancestor, Ymir Fritz, made a pact with the devil of all earth and acquiring the power of the Titans. And upon her death, her soul was then split into 9 individual Titan entities, which as time went on, they then built the Eldian Empire, known as today as Eldia, aka the nation located on Parody Island, where all our main characters are on. What? They were on an island this entire time?
Yeah,
and yeah, apparently Marley's located across from them, and Marley got nothing but bad blood for them because a long time ago, the Eldian Empire decided to crush them with their Titan powers. Honestly, kind of hilarious. And so fast forwarding in this flashback, we now got Grisha furious, joining the Eldian Restorationists, a group determined to destroy Marley and restore Eldia as a world power. On which we then have Grisha's waifu stepping into the room, named Dinah Fritz, who's apparently the last remaining member of royal blood on this continent, spilling the beans about the founding Titan within the walls, and its power to have full control over Titans. But yeah, upon exposing all this information, we then got Dinah Fritz like, so with me being the last Fritz in existence, you trying to fuck? And oh wow, it seems they poop out a baby, Zeke, determined to have him be the one to become a Marleyan warrior, brainwashing his shit so bad that it mind broke him into snitching on them being restorationists and having their asses shipped to the Gulag, aka Parody Island. Having Grisha and Dinah over here like, yo, maybe we fucked up. And so with pretty much getting life imprisonment, we got Grisha talking to that one officer that he met a long while back, and he seems like a nice guy. But oh god, it seems the injection ceremony has started, having all the naughty Eldians from Marley poked and punted off this wall, transforming them all into Titans, except Grisha himself, because it's always nice to have some trusty plot armor equipped. But sadly, the same couldn't be said for the waifu. And wait a sec, isn't that one Titan from episode 1? What? And so following that, we then get the reveal of this one officer being Eren Kruger, who's apparently a secret agent working for the Eldian Restorationists. And what? He's the attack Titan? What a crazy turn of events. And upon wiping out all the Marleyan officers in the area, Eren Kruger is like, yeah, so apparently I'm a subject of Ymir just like you. And with that said, eat me out, daddy. On which Grisha does graciously, inheriting the attack Titan. And so moving forward.
But there was that weird line at the end, wasn't it, where he mentions, and this is why, that was our first sneak into the, what's it called? The way that the timelines waver between all the users and that. Because he mentions Armin and Mikasa, doesn't he? And he's like, who are they? And he's like, I don't know.
Upon Eren being freed from his cell, because he's been a naughty boy, we got him, along with a handful of others, in this one very official looking room, going on about how they'll be able to use Eren's founding Titan powers, despite him not having any royal blood. But this is when Eren has a brain blast, coming to the realization that he was able to utilize it due to him making contact with Dinah Fritz. And upon coming to this realization, he's then like, alright, let me sit my dumb ass down, keeping his mouth shut, as he believes this information can get his waifu in trouble. And so moving forward, it seems we now got everyone together for this one ceremony to honor the heroes of the wall, aka the 5% that survived. And one at a time, we got each honorary soldier getting their very sick medals. And with Eren's turn now up, he's like, I've prepared my whole life for this moment.
And then he sees some things. Oh, okay.
And oh wow, it seems Aaron just got the whole series spoiled for him. Either that, or he just busted. But anyways, now moving forward, with the information provided by Grish's journals, and Aaron's downloaded data from Grish's memories, we now get the
whole
scout regiment
series
heading out
spoiled
on an
for itself.
expedition to explore the uncharted territory outside the walls, with Aaron seemingly having nothing but murder on his mind. Like, come on, bro, turn that frown upside down. But yeah, upon them pushing out far enough, they come to the very place where the restorationists were turned into titans, eventually coming in contact with the sea that stretches out to the horizon, confirming its existence, just bringing excitement to everyone, and having even Mikasa over here smiling for the first time in 59 episodes. And just look at how joyful everyone is, man. Except Aaron over here, just oozing depression, telling everyone, yo, fuck all this happy shit. See where I'm pointing? They all shall know pain. But Army's over here like, look at my seashell. And oh, I guess this is the end of Attack on Titan. What? It's not over? And we're in war now? Where apparently we now cut over to Marley's POV with them fighting against some random allied forces in the Middle East looking to take over Fort Slava to end this 4-year war. And here we're introducing some brand new characters like Falco and the Scrub Gang.
It was weird going into this and just like, right, new characters, new everything. We're not focusing on the original main cast initially. It's like, wow.
Abby, both warrior contenders to become the successor of the Armored Titan, because look at his old ass. And in addition to this roster, we also got the new Jaw Titan post eating out Ymir, and the Cart Titan just absolutely carrying the war. And we all know how war goes. We got a bunch of boom, boom, bam, and oh, it seems we got an airship pooping out some Eldians. And having Zeke over here let out his moan of awakening, having it just rain Titans directly onto Fort Slava. And to put the icing on the cake, Daddy Reiner pulls up, clapping everyone's cheeks here, while the Beast Titan decides to play a nice little baseball minigame and chucking a few fastballs at the ships in the distance. And oh, after 4 years, Marley finally got their W. Nice. Which, moving forward, we now got this very important Marleyan meeting discussing their situation and how to move forward. Which Zeke is like, yo, why don't we just go for the Founding Titan again? Having this old man like, yeah, sure, why not? And so,
okay, yeah, that sounds good.
following around or getting some PTSD. We also got this one dude observing them from a distance, which I really wonder who this could possibly be. But forget about all that, because we now got the Marleyans going on a road trip, or I mean, I guess you could call this a road, back home to see their families again. And upon returning to their hometown Liberio, we got nothing but a wholesome reunion where Falco in the process encounters a bunch of injured men. One of them being Mr. Kruger. This one bum missing a leg and eye, which I'm sure he has no prevalence to the story, so I think we can move on. To this very nice family dinner with Reiner and his family, where we just have nothing but casual racism flying through the air, talking mad smack about the Eldians. And Reiner's like, well, I mean, looking back at my experience, they were bad people, but like some were,
okay.
I mean, a few were, yeah, they were pure evil. What Historia is so fucking hot! Well, anyways, moving forward, we now get the Tiber family pulling up to Marley, and despite them having Eldian blood, they have gained the respect of the Marleyan people due to their actions against their own people, providing Marley with some support along with some power. And apparently one of them has the very terrifying Warhammer Titan. And do we know who it is? Well, we'll have to find out next time on Attack on... Okay, this is just corny. But fast forwarding to this very special festival, we got the head of the Tiber family, Willie Tiber, here on a mission to spit on the mic about the evil that is the subjects of Ymir. And while everyone is having a good time, this is when Falco is like, yo, Ryder, follow me. I got this very cool thing to show you. Bringing him to this very non-shady basement, where he is then introduced to Nani,
Mate, this was so cool.
Mr. Kruger, which Ryder automatically recognizes him as Aaron Yeager. What? This was Aaron all along? With this encounter, we got Aaron over here like, wow, there are a lot of people above us, and it would be a damn
It would be a shame if I was to, like, you know, do something about that.
shame if I accidentally transformed, huh? Having Ryder sit his ass down quivering in fear, telling Aaron, yo, please, before you pull some psychotic shit, please tell me Historia is still single. On which Aaron is like, yeah, about that. Wait. Who are you? Well, anyways, back to the present. We now got Reiner in shambles, as Willie's on stage directly above them, preaching the lore of LD and Marley, and going on about the alleged tens of millions of Titans on standby inside the walls, just waiting to trample the world. But I'm sure that's just an empty threat. And with Aaron just casually growing his nose back, this has Falco really thinking, wait, so is he a bad guy or a good guy? And just look at how menacingly Aaron looks at this crowd. It just full sprints towards them, full body tackling them with his thick ass. And he's like, no.
It goes, oh my god,
I'm not done yet.
So
That's some demon shit. And I think at this point he's just punching dust. But with Aaron starting his action, we got the very secret Titan user of the Tiber family pulling up and transforming into her Warhammer.
And does not last long at all.
Titan. Just
mid-transformation,
go! We all know the #1 rule in anime, and that is to wait for your opponent to power up. But Aaron says, fuck all that shit, pounding that ass, and this Marleyan soldier over here named Magith is like, don't worry, I got this.
Never mind.
Well, shit, I think he just got a hit marker. But anyways, back into the action. We still got Eren pounding Laura's shit, on which he soon after gets this miracle comeback, outplaying Eren, having his ass levitating, and with all of this happening, we just have spectators enjoying this show. And oh my god, the Survey Corps is here to save the day.
Yo, they're back.
Hey! Or cause more mayhem? Wait, who are the good guys? And would you look
Yeah,
at
it was quite confusing, wasn't it?
Mikasa manages to pull through, successfully obliterating the nape of the Warhammer Titan. And Eren is like, oh my god, you guys actually showed up. And so with the scouts taking on the minions, just absolutely pooping on them because of this technology diff, we got Mikasa over here counseling Eren on how wrong this is and that he's killing innocent people. And he's like, so? And what's this? The Warhammer Titan makes a recovery despite having its back blown out? How is that possible? And so of course, we got the MVP Mikasa soloing it once more as Eren thinks of a plan. And he's like, wait, what is that umbilical cord on the ground? And coincidentally, it connects to the Warhammer's human body. And he's like, aha, I got you now. But it seems the Jaw Titan ends up pulling up, as well as the Cart Titan.
I love this, where he used the Jaw Titan to crack that open. It's just like, and then just like,
drink out. As the Beast Titan makes his appearance, having the Marleyan Titans all assembled and posted up, while Eren is over here trying to get the succulent juice of the Warhammer. However, this shit is built like a jawbreaker and might need some extra manpower to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Well, I guess it's time for plan B. And as everyone is just spectating Eren, boom! Levi pulls up on the Beast Titan, seemingly ending his career. And there's absolutely no way Zeke survived that attack. Meanwhile, this is when the Jaw Titan decides it's a good idea to run it with Eren. And oh, it seems the main character is actually struggling for some reason. But of course, this is when his wife pulls through, saving her Pookie Bear, and is like, well, you can't run without these. Tee-hee. On which Eren then picks him up and yeets him like, yeah, that was all me. Proceeding to take it a step forward, just dismantling the Jaw Titan shit until he was just a nub. And just treating his ass like a bitch, using him like a nutcracker, and successfully getting the Warhammer Titan's juices sliding
gross,
down
but
his
so
throat.
cool.
And it seems the Jaw Titan is next. However, with the power of plot, we got Gabby and Falco yelling, Gambate, Gambate, to Reiner, waking his ass up from the dead, and it seems Daddy is back. Looking a little rough. And if you thought all that action was crazy, let's now cut over to the Marleyan docks, where we got this one mysterious boat floating, putting the Marleyan soldiers on high alert, and upon revealing this individual, what? It's Armin saying, cheese! Dropping a whole ass 25 kill streak on their asses like nobody's business, giving everyone a nice stellar fireworks show, and my god, it seems he did some serious damage here. But anyways, the time has come for the scouts to retreat, as their escape airship now makes its arrival. But we all know Eren ain't finished here, proceeding to give Reiner a nice little spanking, and I believe this is what you would call a certified pop-off day, because this man just put 3 whole Titan users to sleep in one day. And so at long last, Eren can now retreat after blissfully steamrolling the Marleyans. And so moving forward, making it back to the airship where everyone is all at, we got Armin greeting them with a huge smile on his face, and like old time's sake, Levi just had to get one in there. And so I guess we got a very successful mission here, and they can all finally celebrate. Sasha! Oh wait, she's got plot armor. I'm sure she'll be fine. Right? What in God's name happened to the plot armor?
I hated that I got that spoiled for me before I watched the episode. That's the one thing. I didn't get anything spoiled on Attack on Titan except for that, and that pissed me off. But anyway.
Even having the main character over here shook. But anyways, time to beat up the children and bring them to the principal's office, where Eren and Zeke are. And apparently Zeke is on their side and is like, wait, whose kids are these? Well, anyways, let's carry on with our plan for world peace, which we now get this flashback going back 3 whole years ago, giving us the introduction of the anti-Marleyan volunteers, led by none other than the man himself, Zeke. And the volunteers consist of a large roster of members, as we got Yelena and Onyankampo, both former members of the Marleyan army, who decided to join Daddy Zeke's plan to free the Eldians, as he is indeed their lord and savior. And we got this whole discussion on how they can use Zeke's royal blood to make something happen, because apparently the Fountain Titan's abilities are sterile without that bloodline. But anyways, let's now cut into this one flashback, where we got this productive session of target practice. And wait a sec, was Mikasa always this caked up? Well, anyways, cutting back to the present, we now got Eren in timeout after being such a bad boy. And of course, with Eren being in prison here, we also got the volunteers and the other 2 scrubs being detained as well, because we can't risk nothing out here. And Eren is like, what are these goofy ass bars supposed to do? You know I can escape this shit whenever I want, right? Having Haj go, leaving the room, and oh wow, surprisingly enough, Eren manages to escape his cell in style, and now goes on a search for his Zeke poo. Meanwhile, we got Levi on Zeke duty, taking him to this 140
on Zeke duty. Oh god, this goes
area
bad,
where we'll
it?
certainly have 0 problems. Because look at everyone just having a chill time with some of the most top shelf, spinally penetrating wine.
So let's say what's he gonna say about the wine? Spinally penetrating.
You can find on the market, and oh wow, and seems the scouts are now all Titans. And did Zeke really think some basic ass Titans were enough to hold off this man Levi?
Yeah, but it's his friends, isn't it? Nah.
He really thought! And it seems he now catches his third L by the hands of Levi. And just look at him getting treated like a bitch here. And so following all that, Levi was really just sick of Zeke's shit, now resorting to sticking a large rod inside of him, and in the process doing a little bit of trolling by cutting his regenerating limbs over and over. Which I don't understand why he's so angry. Like, just chill out, man. But anyways, now cutting back to the action within the walls, we now cut over to Gabby and Falco in their cell, where Gabby decides to reenact a scene from The Exorcist, on which has this guard pulling up
The Exorcist.
like, oh my god, let me do something very high IQ and open this cell to check up on her. On which gets this shit rocked quite literally, and something tells me he might be dead. Well, but anyways, it seems Gabby and Falco managed to make a successful escape, where they then bump into this very nice Samaritan in the area named Kaya,
Oh, God.
who takes the both of them in to join her and her family in a nice and friendly family meal.
Yeah.
We got nothing but a friendly atmosphere filled with joy. And with the two of them joining the family, of course they got these chores to help around, on which Gabby gets the grand idea to express how Eldians are the scum of the earth and deserves unspeakable things, going on about the lore and history of this shit, having Kyle like, holy fuck, shut the fuck up! And oh wow, that worked. And so with figuring out the two of them are from Marley, she then says, alright, I guess I'll help the both of you get back to it, cause I want to be just like my role model Sasha, who apparently you fucking kid. And so with this new objective in mind,
Yeah,
Kaya
that
then
was
brings
mad.
the both
That
of
was
them,
mad.
as well as their family, to this lovely restaurant, where they soon meet Niccolo, a former Marleyan soldier who was close with Sasha, as she was his #1 food enjoyer. And Kaya is like, all you gotta do is go to him, and he's your key home. And so upon engaging in a conversation with him, Gabby's like, oh yeah, by the way, I killed that one girl on the way here, but that's probably no big deal. Something tells me he's angry, and he's
Yeah.
it's like, whoops, I missed my target, my bad, showing that these hands are E for everyone. And upon bringing Gabby to Sasha's
E for everyone.
family, exposing her shit, this has the scouts charging through, unable to mind their own business, and the father's like, holy shit, give me the knife. Actually, on second thought, violence is overrated. And oh wow, it seems they're off the hook thanks to that juicy plot armor, and holy crap. Is it just me, or does she have the facial structure of a titan? Well, anyways, upon getting everything resolved here, here's when Niccolo is like, is now a good time to mention that Zeke's spinal fluid is in that wine? No one drank it, right? And my bad, bro, for getting into your bloodstream. And so moving forward, we now got Mikasa and Armin pulling Gabby aside to sit down and talk things out. Because we all know this is a very civil anime, where violence is never the solution, and wait,
There we go.
hold up, is that Eren Yeager in the
No.
house? And it definitely looks like he came in peace, along with his fellow dick riders known as the Jaegerists, here to detain
The
everyone who's not willing to
Jaegerists.
follow their cult. And Flock is like, I hope none of you guys drink that wine. But now putting back over to Eren, he's like, genocide is kind of dope, and you all are some pussies
Genocide's dope.
for not believing in that. Oh yeah, Mikasa, I always hated you, by the way. Having Armin reach across the table, going bang, but Eren is like, there's your freebie, buddy. And afterwards, he's like, alright, boys, clean up, chop chop, putting everyone's ass in this one stinky cell, where soon after yelling at his squad, pulls up to go on exploring. As I was saying, we now got Yelena explaining Zeke's big plan to them, because she's nothing but a nice individual who loves sharing stories with her friends. And this plan is called the Euthanization Plan. A plan Zeke's good pal Mr. Cassava came up with before passing on his Beast Titan. Which of course we get this one flashback, with Zeke explaining this plan to Eren, telling him, the plan is simple. Let's use the founding Titan powers to give every one of the Eldians a vasectomy. Castrate their shit. Having Eren 100% on board with no ulterior motive. And speaking of Eren, we now cut over to him pulling up on Gabby like, yo, if you want to save your boy Falco, you gotta help me out first. But this is when Peak decides to pull up to the room on a rescue mission, acting all high and mighty with this one pistol, having Eren like, you know who the fuck I am. Pull that trigger, pussy, you won't. And she's like, shit, you right, my bad. Surrendering to Gabby, telling Eren, you should follow my directions. I can lead you to my teammates. And seeing how trustworthy she is, Eren is like, very well done. And so we then have this very nice walk, heading to the upper layer, where we can finally get some fresh air, and it's just nothing but calm and peaceful up here. And oh shit! Oh dear, would you look at that? It seems this is what you would call a surprise attack. Having Eren standing over here like, ah shit. As Ryan waves back at him like, hey Eren, let's run this shit back for the 50th time. But that's enough of this POV. Let's get back to my honey Levi's point of view, with him and Zeke just strolling along, having a good time. And would you look at that? Zeke manages to survive the explosion, despite losing his body from the penis down. And with this tiny explosion going off, this brought the attention of Hanj and her group of Jaegerists to check out the scene. And upon arriving, they find Levi over here at 1 HP, and Zeke fully recovered, flexing his 11-inch hammer. This is when Hanj is like, yep, time to dip, taking Levi with her, practically baptizing his shit as they make their escape. And somehow, by some miracle, avoiding all these bullets, but hooray, they end up making a cheeky little escape, despite all odds, and are now posted up at this campsite. But cutting back to the battlefield, we got Pete getting freed in a very painless way, successfully retreating with Gabby, and getting back over to her allies. Christ. And oh my god, we got nothing but an absolute massacre with the scouts getting sniped left and right, tearing their ass cheeks apart, and this one Marley just going at it, spraying and praying, having the volunteers over here like, well, this wasn't a part of the script. And with things looking a little rough, this is when they head down to the south.
Just let him out. Just let him out and help.
Oh, where Aaron's pals are at, and are like, yo, actually, on second thought, we may need a little bit of reinforcements, because these disposable characters ain't doing it for us. And despite them being entirely against the euthanization plan, Aaron's their boy, and they're all more than happy to help him out in this war, because they know Aaron is nothing but an honest and upstanding guy, having Armin over here like, guys, we all know Aaron wouldn't go through with this plan, and I'm sure he has something better in mind. And you know what? He's probably right.
Rumbling.
And so upon getting up these flight of stairs, they find Yelena at the top, just enjoying the orchestra that is war, updating them about the current situation. And Armin is like, don't worry, we're 100% with that euthanization plan, and it seems Armin's
This was so memed.
bluff was pretty successful. And so we then have them heading off to do things to assist on the battlefield. And of course, we got Mikasa hard carrying as always, as Aaron is just getting absolutely gangbanged here by the Armor Titan, the Jaw Titan, and even the Cart Titan. But this shit is still easy mode for the main character, as he continues to clap Rhino over here, and just bitchy Porco here, sending him flying, and those shots coming from Peak, he'd be eating them like Skittles. But Rhino's like, enough is enough, pinning Aaron down, trying to eat his ass out. However, Aaron somehow generates some unholy power, preventing Rhino from doing so, as well as ear raping everyone within a 50-kilometer radius. And damn! I think it's time you retire, bro. And oh my god, it seems Zeke has arrived at the scene to chuck more pebbles. Truly a master at his craft, and oh shit! It seems his ass gets sniped by Peak. How very unfortunate. Well, anyways, now cutting over to Gabby's point of view on this fine battlefield. We got her now reunited with Falco, as well as his brother Colt, because we got this very friendly LDN military policeman doing good deeds out here, understanding that violence is very bad. And upon getting huddled up, Falco's like, yeah, I may be turned into a Titan soon, because apparently that damn wine got into my bloodstream. Having his big bro go like, no worries, all we gotta do is ask Zeke politely not to well, shit, it seems to be a bad day for the alcoholics out there. Even getting poor old Falco caught in the crossfire. And why is bro's neck like that? Well, anyways, it seems the current Jaw Titan, Porco, comes out like, yeah, I already lost half of my face, just eat me already. And it seems his wish gets granted. Meanwhile, here's when Rhino decides to take on Aaron once more, just to get outplayed by him once again, as he now performs a whole ass 200-meter dash towards Zeke, with Zeke in desperate need.
This shot. Oh my god, this was so weird. Head sniped off, boom. Catches it. Oh my god, this is where you realize there's so much more going on within Attack on
However, this is
Titan.
when FaZe Gabby decides to pull around the corner, hitting one of the meanest no-scopes, having Zeke go, no! But just kidding, because coincidentally, Aaron's head lands at the perfect spot, having the both of them waking up in this one place called Paths, and it's also the
Paths,
place
that's
where
the
the
one.
almighty Ymir Fritz resides, who is the true OG of the Titan powers, and is capable of fulfilling any request from anyone of royal blood. Of course, in addition of having the founding Titan in the equation. And Zeke is like, at long last, finally, our dream can come true, Aaron. Go on, purge those sperm cells. Having Aaron like,
And Aaron's like, nah.
yeah, about that. I'm the main character. I could do anything. And oh wow, it seems Zeke pulls the reverse Uno card here, telling Aaron, yeah, I was just bullshitting you the whole time. Only I can make requests. Now get your ass chained and eat this headbutt. And whoa, where are we? Oh, just gracious memories again, where Aaron goes, grrr, saying the magic word. And there goes the Rios family for the second time today. Which following that, here's when Grisha decides to break fourth wall, speaking to his grown-ass son from the future, talking about stop Aaron at all costs, having him staring at them like, why don't you try me, bitch? Breaking free from his chains and paths, and hustling towards Ymir. Like, wait! What if I get you a Krabby Patty with extra cheese?
Go, down, let's go.
Having Ymir over here like, how does he know me so well? Rumbling! Rumbling!
Ah!
So, are we all just gonna stand here and do nothing? And wait, hold up. It seems we got Aaron on the intercoms, kindly letting all the subjects of Ymir know about the current situation and how the world is pretty much gonna end by his hands. Cause grrr, he's very angry. And this has Aaron's friends sitting there like, so now what? And Connie over here saying, fuck this kid, I'm gonna say mama. Heading back to his hometown to feed Falco to her. And with him gone, this left the rest to handle all the scouts that returned Titans. And yo, who dis? But here we go on a very epic Titan slaying montage, cleansing the Shiganshina district of them, even slaying poor old Pixis in the process, which I felt like I only gave him like 5 seconds of screen time in this video. Whoops, my bad. And speaking of screen time, hey, there's Annie after 3 whole seasons, hatching from her egg, and swiftly getting discovered by Hitch, who then flips her over. And I don't remember this being an ecchi. Well, anyways, upon taking care of all these mini Titan threats, we got good guy Armin helping out Gabby to rescue Falco, as John and Mikasa pull up on the Jaegerist over here, who are trying to keep everyone in check so that their daddy Aaron's plans can flourish. And of course, we got Flock over here killing people for funsies, because he's just a great and lovable guy. Well, first things first, let's focus on the rescue mission at hand, with Connie trying to get Falco to brush his mother's teeth, because good good hygiene is key. But this is when Armin and Gabby pulls up, with Armin like, spare him, take me instead, diving straight into Connie's mother's mouth, but for some reason, Connie prevents him from doing so, and is like, never mind, her ass can stay a Titan, man. Which following that, we then cut back over to the Jaegerist, and oh god, it seems the volunteers are about to be executed here. But this is when John is like, you know what, let me do the honors. And someone get this man on aim labs. And wait, hold up. That was just a signal to have the car Titan come in and save everyone? Oh. And as this is happening, we then get another group of anti-Jaegerists, consisting of Annie, Gabby, Falco, Connie, and Mikasa, escaping in another direction on wagons with some of that good stuff. Where eventually we got everyone at the rendezvous point as one happy family around the campfire.
It was interesting to see them all chilling. It was very interesting.
Ready to sing that campfire song. Just enjoying this nice stew, which is known as Hanja's special stew. A once-in-a-lifetime experience featuring a delightful array of locally stolen ingredients and enough potatoes to satisfy any girl's needs. Wait, what? So this is a feminine stew? Well, anyways, back to the campfire discussion where they peacefully talk things out.
That's not funny.
Peacefully and come up with their next move, which is to head to the port and take the flying boat there and use it to get to Eren. Seems simple enough. However, as they get there, the Jaegerists are apparently posted up there, which I'm sure if we just talk things out with them, they'll be more than happy to hand it. Well, shit, that wasn't a part of the plan, and it seems we gotta go with the more stealthy and subtle option. And oh wow,
So well edited. That was boss.
the port is now cleared, hooray, and it seems we can now proceed forward towards Eren, as Keith and Magath stay back like true lads to handle this Marley and cruiser hijacked by the Jaegerist, and I'm sure the both of them made it out alive. Well, anyways, now cutting back to everyone on the ship, we got Mikasa over here staring into the sky, forcing us into this one flashback where we have everyone just enjoying their vacation at Marley once upon a time. And oh my god, we got Sasha there, Eren there, just having a grand old time, getting culture shocked left and right, and Eren over here asking Mikasa, what am I to you? And when she responds saying that he's like family, on some aura emo shit. But anyways, I think it's that time we drink the night away, having Eren over here like, oh man, what good times. I'm sure these good times will last, which we then move on to the following day, with this one Marleyan dude giving his TED Talk on that one island called Eldia, and how they must be purged from this world. Having Eren like, yeah, we'll see about that, buddy. Walking out and never to be seen again. Until now, pulling up to the shores of Marley in his rather thick Titan form with a very handsome smile. Wait, isn't that the title of the show? And would you look at that, it seems the Marleyans were prepared for Eren's rumbling, having all their cannons lined up and firing that shit, which definitely did the trick. And oh, seems they're now all getting pancaked. But don't worry, we got the anti-rumbling squad taking their sweet time to prepare this airplane, as Annie's over here being extremely Hazakashi towards Armin. But fuck feelings, because we got this airplane to build. Which, oh wow, it seems to be ready, and we're ready to save the world and stop the Did bro really lose to an ODM gear out of all things? And oh my god! It seems Flock ended up penetrating the fuel tank.
No!
And we got the wall Titans approaching. What are we ever gonna do? Oh wait, hold up. We got the trio.
Oh, mate, this was so epic. This was so fucking cool.
G-Hunt stepping up, just rolling these colossal Titan clones just to... oh. I guess her fire-resistant potion ran out. But hey, it seems the plane is back and working.
Oh, don't ignore the fact that she gets to see everybody when she dies.
So
Ah.
I think everything's all good as we now head towards the rumbling to stop Eren. But this is when Eren drags everyone back to paths to talk some shit, telling them, if you want to stop me, you'll have to kill me. And I'm sure with this
Basically,
message
yeah.
from him, they'll allow Eren to carry on and annihilate the whole world and... wait, what? They still decided to head towards the rumbling to stop Eren? How could this be? And this has all the civilians like, oh my god, we're saved. But unfortunately, dark and edgy moments only in the series, with the Wall Titans making even more pancakes. But here we go. We got everyone dropping tilted on the back
here
of
we
Eren
are.
Jaeger. With Eren over here
Let's
just spawning
go.
clones of past Titan users because the founding Titan abilities are just that OP. And
Yeah.
imagine not having ODM gear in the year 854. But anyways, back to the action, where we just have a bunch of crucial things happening, and Armin getting attacked by the tentacle monster, deep-throating his shit, leaving him out of commission for the majority of the fight. But oh well, it seems he ends up getting saved from the abyss, allowing him back into the action as Zeke over here decides to play peekaboo, making a reappearance.
Your mission is complete, Levi.
I guess he's dead. And you know, all of this action that's going on right here is pretty cool. But let's just insert a birth scene in the middle of everything, with Historia over here giving birth to her child on the day the world is ending. So, happy birthday. And so, getting back
Yay.
into the action, we got Armin like, it's already done, Eren? And taking him on in a 1v1 as everyone around comes to the conclusion that Eren's real body is inside his mouth. Because, I mean, they tried the nape, and look at how that turned out. Man, such an innovative idea on Eren's end. And so, with this knowledge, we then have Levi abusing his aimbot, opening that mouth wide open, allowing Mikasa to fly fly through and give Eren a nice and clean haircut, and oh yeah, decapitating his head. And upon doing so, she then gives him a big smooch, just sucking the life out of him, because this is the romantic ending we always needed. Which then brings us to this very romantic hypothetical cabin on how things could have been if Mikasa only chose the correct visual novel response. And then following that, we are then taken to the scene ripped straight out of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and we got none other than the two lads, Eren and Armin, in the afterlife, where they discuss things, and Eren is like, yeah, so I kind of wanted to wipe out everyone for shits and giggles. My bad, bro. On which Armin is like, yeah, that's all cool, bro. It was only 80% of the world. And we got nothing but some wholesome reconciliation here. And oh wow, we're now spawning back to the human world, where we got all these other characters reuniting with their families, and Mikasa like, BRB, I gotta give this mass murderer a proper burial. And so upon doing that, wait, what? Eren's a bird now? What in the isekai is going on here? And oh, would you look at that? We got some beautiful credits just showing the silly aftermath of mankind post-rumbling. And what the fuck? I thought Mikasa was immortal. But following the credits, we then got this boy and his dog taking a nice walk towards this one tree, which I'm sure history won't repeat itself with the creation of Titans or whatever. And would you look at that? We get the end screen here. So yeah, here's a playlist on screen with all the other pre-existing anime minutes. If you'd like to check them out, thanks for watching. Drop a like. I'm feeling practically dead after this, and I'm out. Peace.
That was boss. That was really cool, and that was a really nice like recap on Attack on Titan as well. But yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. Like, I'm sure that's not going to be an important thing later down the line. Brilliant. I love how he takes the time on the Attack on the anime in minutes stuff, because they're always great when he puts them out. Like, 'cause I know he does like gaming videos mainly, like anime games, but when he does these anime in minutes, they're always hilarious and brilliant, and the editing's always absolutely class. So that was very entertaining. Thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video and want to be able to watch Patreon-only reactions, link is in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask to help support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. I'll see you guys all next time.